Hello class, this is a quick screencast just to give you a little bit of help as you work on the Excel assignment number 1. For those of you who have used Excel before, it may be a little bit of a review, but for those of you who have never used Excel before, let me give you a quick introduction to the Excel layout. This is an Excel workbook that I've opened up. Up at the top here you have what's called the Quick Access Toolbar. My Quick Access Toolbar may look a little different than your Quick Access Toolbar because I've customized it. You actually can customize the Quick Access Toolbar for different features that you use quite often. You can place them up there. And also, this is a PC. This is Excel that I have on my PC, and your Excel or version of Excel may look slightly different, but that's okay. It's just important that you learn how to use the Excel that you have on your machine, whether it's for a PC or for a Mac. Up here at the top they have the menu bar. Actually, up here at the top they have the ribbon, and they have the different ribbon tabs. So right now I'm in the Home tab of the ribbon, and I can go to Insert, Page Layout, eventually Page Layout, Formulas. I would encourage you to go through the different tabs that you have in your ribbon. And also, when you are in the different tabs, like the Home tab, this is the font box. I can click on the little grouping for the font, and it'll pop up another pop-up window that helps me know, gives me some additional features on how to format the different fonts. But feel free to play around with this. Excel is a powerful tool, and the more you use it, the more you learn about it. And so these are different worksheets. Each workbook comes with a number of worksheets. Mine is set for 3, and so I have 3 different worksheets in my workbook. If I want to add another worksheet, I can click on and add as many worksheets in the workbook as I think up to 16 maybe. These are scroll bar windows over here, down at the bottom and over to the right, and down here I have the zoom feature in Excel. Okay, so this is your first Excel assignment. The objective of this assignment is to be able to use Excel to forecast the market drift rates. In the CAPSIM Foundation simulation, there are actually 2 different markets. There's a low-tech market segment and a high-tech market segment, and they each drift at different speeds. It'll be very helpful if you can map out or forecast where the different markets are going to be, not only at the end of each year, but at any given month. Because as you research and develop and come out with launch new products, or you revise new products, they'll come out at a certain month or a certain day during the year. And if you're spending millions of dollars to launch new products, you want to make certain that you're coming out at the exact spot of when you want it to come out at, an exact positioning. So in this Excel assignment, what we're going to do is we're going to build a forecast drift table that'll help you forecast where each market will be at any given month over the next 8 years. Simulation runs for 8 years, and here's a sample table of the segment centers for both the low-tech and the high-tech. You can see it starts out with the end of round 0, and then it's the end of round 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth down to the end of round 8. For the low-tech market segment, this is the center for performance and the center for size. And for the high-tech market segment, this is the center performance and the center for size. Now this is just a generic table. Your industry conditions may be set differently depending on your instructor and the section that you're in. So it's important that when you're running the simulation, you actually look at your industry conditions report and not necessarily this table. This table is just a generic table for this Excel assignment, which may or may not be for your industry conditions. So this is the data that you're going to need in order to create this Excel forecast, this Excel template to forecast the drift rates. What you need to do is make sure you open up a blank Excel workbook. This needs to be your own work, your own typing, in your own workbook, and you need to get used to using your own version of Excel on your machine. It is open web, so if you need help, you can go look for help, and it's also open help in Excel. So when I go to the help key over here, the little question mark, I encourage you, if there's something you don't know how to do, go ahead and click on this and open up the Excel help box. It pops up a little online help box, and then you can access, mine came up in a different area, but you can access the online Excel help here in Excel. Okay, so let's get going with this assignment. What you're going to need to do, if you do need help also, you can access the Student Technology Center and here's the phone number for the Student Technology Center. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is title your worksheet. I'm just going to use a quick hotkey. Basically, I copied the title here because I'm not very good at typing. I'm going to come back over here, and in the formula box, so right now my cursor was on cell A1, and I'm just going to paste with Control V, or I could have come right over and hit paste and it would have done the same thing. And now I've got the title in the box here. So the instructions say to put this in the cell A1, then you need to bold the title. So I'm going to click on my little bold hotkey there. And then in cell A3, type in low text segment center. Once again, I'm just hitting Control C, then I hit Control V, and paste it right there. Let me back up a little bit and actually come over here and then hit paste. So you can see how I'm pasting it in there. And then it says to highlight the cells A3 through D3 and then merge and center. So I'm going to highlight these A3 to D3, and then my merge and center button's right over here, and I can merge and center that. Then it says to type in round in cell A4, and then it also wants month, and then PFM for performance, and then size right here. Highlight cells let's see, center the text. So now it wants me to center the text. The way I center it right here is under alignment. I have a little hot button for centering the text in the cell. And then in cell A5, type in 0, because this is the end of round 0. And then it says type in 1 in A6. And this is where you want to have, let's see, 12 ones. So let's see, I think that's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, that was 13. Now I've got 12 ones here. Now because this is for round 1. There are 12 months in round 1. So basically what I'm trying to do is chart how this low-tech market segment is going to drift between round 0 and round 1. So I know they're in round 0 there, and I've got 12 months for round 1. Now I also want to do 12 months for round 2. So what I'm actually going to do is say, well, I know that round 2 is 1 more than that cell. Let me back up a little bit. I'm going to hit equals here. And then I click on this cell, equals A6. And then I can either just type in +1. Now it's round 2. And I know that if I copy this down, 12 rows. Let's see here. I'm not sure where 12 is. I'm going to have to count. Oh, okay, there it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got all the 12 months for round 2. And I automatically started doing it for round 3. So that's just a shortcut that I realize will work. I've done this before. There's different ways you can do this. But basically, round 8 is going to end down there. And I've got 12 months for each of the rounds. And you can do it however you want. If you want to type it in by hand, you can. That's what it says in the instructions here. There's multiple ways to do it. I've shown you one way, but however you can do it so that you have 8 years or 12 months of each year. So 8 years of 12 months. Then it says in cell B5, type in 12/31/15, 12/31/15, and then it says type in 1/31/16. Let me explain to you why we do this, because in the this is a fast track report for the simulation. Let me make it a little bit smaller so you can see it, I guess. Okay, so in the simulation, you start out with round 0. And round 0 ends on December 31st, 2015, and then round 1 will end on December 31st, 2016. So I know that round 0 ends right here, and then round 1 is 2016. Sometimes students, as you're running the multiple rounds, you get confused as to what year it is. So what I'm going to do is, there's a couple ways to do this, but because I typed in the 2 different dates, I can see how as I scroll down, it's automatically autofilling based on the pattern that I have in these 2 cells. And so that's the autofill feature in Excel. I'm going to scroll down here, and it would actually fill it in I'm going to go all the way down to the end of year 8 and just use the autofill function, and it's 12/31/2023. Because I've hit the 10-minute mark, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here and start again. There's multiple ways of doing this. That's just one way of doing this in Excel, was using the autofill feature.